ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुकुं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। Wonderful. Thank you for joining, Mataji. Today, we will continue on the other chapter. This chapter is entitled as Offenses, which is a very important topic to discuss, talking specifically on offenses to be avoided. So, we are on this another paragraph which is talking about one should offer food stuff. So, it says other rules are that one should not offer foodstuffs which is cooked by a non-Vaishnava or should not worship the deity before a non-devotee, and one should not engage himself in the worship of Lord while seeing a non-devotee. Today, what we see is this world is so much opposite to what it used to be before. And then people are so atheistic, or even if they believe in God, it's just artificial level, it's just to basically fulfill their desire. So here we see other rules are one should not offer the foodstuff which is cooked by a non-Vaishnava. Now, what does Vaishnava exactly mean? Vaishnava is one who has love for Krishna, which is very important because that love manifests when whatever activity a Vaishnava performs, he mixed his love and devotion in whatever that activity is done. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, Yome Bhaktya Prayachati, Tad Aham Bhakti Upahartam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. That anyone who offers these four things, which is water, flower, food, but toyam is the milk, toyam is the water, and patram is the vegetable or leafy vegetable or leaves. But with love and devotion, until until we offer anything with love and devotion, Krishna doesn't accept. And then in Hindi, हम लोग बोलते हैं जैसा जैसा अन्न वैसा मन. Based on what we eat or cooked by someone, that consciousness actually goes in that food. And that's why when someone is just cooking for the sake of cooking, that cannot be offered to Krishna. One should not worship the deity before a non devotee because they don't have a faith. And it happens when you try to speak anything related to devotional life in front of people who have no faith at all, they start laughing. They start feeling, oh, what this nonsense is this emotional. There's no point in talking about such activities or such aspects to such people. One should not engage himself in the worship of Lord while seeing a non-devotee. One should not worship the deity without first worshipping the demigod Ganpati who drives away all impediments in the execution of devotional service. This is very important, very interesting. We do not disrespect devatas. We actually offer respect because whatever body, we are debtors. What does debtors means? We have so much debt to pay. We have a debt to pay. We have a debt to pay to Sun God. We have debt to pay to Varuna. We have debt to pay to Indra. We have debt to pay to so many devatas because they give us this body through which we can perform devotional service. So in this case, it's specifically mentioned that one should worship the demigod Ganpati, who drives away all impediments in the execution of devotional service. When we practice bhakti, there are so many challenges, whether those are physical, those are mental. So we need some guidance, we need some help there. Whether someone is struggling with physical health or one is struggling with mental health, we need that. Not that I can practice, we are not at that platform where we can practice bhakti at any platform we are on. So we need certain arrangements to be done, and one should utilize that opportunity to pray that I can practice devotional service. In Brahma Samhita, it is stated Ganpati worship the lotus feet of Lord Narsingadev, and in that way he has become auspicious for the devotees. For the devotees in clearing out all impediments. Therefore, all the devotees should worship Ganpati. The deities should not be bathed in water that has been touched by the nails or fingers. Very important. The deity should not be bathed in water that has been touched by the nails or fingers. So it has to be clean. When a devotee is perspiring, he should not engage himself in worshipping the deity. So that's why when we go in front of the deities, we take a bath first. Similarly, there are many other prohibitions. For example, one should not cross or step over the flowers offered to the deities, nor should one take a vow in the name of God. That Bhagwan ke naam pe I'm taking a vow. No, you should take on your this thing. These are all different kinds of offenses in the matter of executing devotional service, and one should be very careful to avoid them. Any questions here, Mataji?
What do you say about the vow? I didn't get it.
Mataji, sometimes you say Bhagwan ke naam pe kasam leta hu ki I will not do like that.
Oh no.
One should
Okay.
not
Yeah.
bring
Yeah.
God on those aspects when taking a vow. You should do that vow and then follow it for that purpose. That's what it says.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. In the Padma Purana, it is stated that even a person whose life is completely sinful will be completely protected by Lord if he simply surrenders unto him. So many examples. We speak about Ajamal's example. We speak about Mrigrari's example. We give an example about Valmiki Muni when he before he became Valmiki Muni. Life was completely sinful, but when someone takes the shelter of Lord, Lord promises that I will take care of them. So it is accepted that one who surrenders unto Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes free from all sinful reaction. And even when a person becomes an offender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, he can still be delivered simply by taking shelter of holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's like a, a touchstone we have. What is the touchstone we have? Irrelevant of however sins, however number of sins we have done, however number of offenses we have done, but holy name of Krishna is so merciful. He doesn't see what we have, what we are. Holy name of the Lord is more merciful than the Lord himself. And that's why Draupadi, when she was being disrobed, and after that when Krishna saved him and she said, now I called you, you didn't come, but your holy name when I started calling immediately came. And Krishna, my holy name is more merciful than myself. The offenses against the chanting of the holy name are as follows. We discussed that before, but I want to bring that in. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their life or propagating the holy name of the Lord. One should not blaspheme the devotees who actually dedicate their life in preaching Krishna's message. To consider the names of demigod like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be equal or independent of names of Lord Vishnu. Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma are not equal to Lord Vishnu. Sometimes the atheistic people of men take it that demigod is as good as Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu. No. But one who is devotee knows that no demigod, however great they may be, is independent as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, if someone thinks that he can chant Kali Kali or Durga Durga and it is same as Hare Krishna, that is the greatest offense. To disobey the orders of spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scripture or literature in pursuance to Vedic version. Yes, some aspect of Vedic literature are beyond our imagination, beyond our brain capacity. Does not mean they are wrong. It's just I'm not able to understand. That's my lack of understanding. So sometimes there are a lot of aspects in devotional service which are beyond our imagination. So what should we do? Should we ignore them? No. We understand I have a limitation to understand. Over the time, those things will become more clear. For an example, हिंदी में भले कहा होता है जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, theoretically accepting is good, but we lack to realize that how does that work. But it actually drastically works. One time, His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj actually came, and some devotee cooked, and Maharaj literally asked, "Who cooked the prasad yesterday?" Because I had weird dreams. So we are not able to see the difference. That does not mean that philosophy or that aspect is not right. Over the time, we get things more clear on this aspect. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Oh, maybe all sins may not be destroyed. That's a problem. To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Oh, holy name does that and that. That not mundane interpretation we have to bring in. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. It should not be taken that because by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can be freed from all sinful reaction. One may continue to act sinfully after that chanting Hare Krishna to neutralize his sin. Such a dangerous mentality is very offensive and should be avoided. Like in Christian missionary, there is this philosophy. Oh, every Sunday I will to church beg forgiveness and then I'll continue my nonsense from Monday. That's very sinful, very mean. One should actually take that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is able to help. So one should avoid performing more sins. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious rituals activity which are offered in fruit Vedas as fruitive activity karma kand. Oh, just because scripture says that I'll just follow that way because it bring auspiciousness. I will just chant this mantra. No, we should not do that. It is Hare Krishna Mahamantra is so powerful, so potent. It can award us the body, spiritual body, give us the entrance to spiritual world. But when we perform those ritualistic activity, which are when the Lord do this yajna, do this and do that, we should not equate Hare Krishna Mahamantra to that. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Anyone can take part in the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, but in the beginning, one should not be instructed about the transcendental potency of the Lord. Those who are too sinful cannot appreciate the transcendental glories of the Lord, and therefore it is better not to instruct them in this matter. What does it mean? What is the impact of holy name? Sometimes when we talk, people think, oh, you are over exerting. That's not true. So sometimes we should not cover such aspects until someone develops that faith. 10th is to not have complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. What is the root cause of suffering? Because we have attachment to this material objects and material body. And after chanting, if we still continue, there is a problem. And this is the biggest offense actually, and very difficult to counteract because we have a complete faith in the holy name. And that's why we just do it for the sake of doing. But holy name is still so powerful, so potent. It actually purify our heart and we come to the platform where we have a complete faith in on the holy name and we do not have any attachment to material objects. Any questions or comments here, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, when you say that one person can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then do the sinful activity that does not, it's neutralized, it doesn't gain anything. So I heard that not too while ago, there is one mandir in South India. It's called Dharmasthala.
Hmm.
So there is I was watching this documentary.
Hmm.
So like that is still a mystery. So all these young women who goes there for decades, and
Hmm.
then I'm pretty sure the mandir has to do something with that, because the one person who's like a whistleblower, he is a like, poor guy, and then he whistleblower like, I did it, I had to do all this body, you know like क्या बोलते हैं उसको, like he has to like after they died they have to do something with that body. That guy
Hmm.
has to do it because of the higher authority they give told him. So I'm thinking of like in this is like the mandir is like a temple for whatever the demigod you follow.
Hmm.
What they are like, how they do it and why they do it, and even like everything is goes null and void because of your stupidity, and you don't realize, and it's like a biggest controversy ever.
So multiple points to that, Mataji. First and foremost thing, these guys are not worshipping Lord Vishnu. And any devotee who is worshipping Lord Vishnu, what to talk about killing anyone? We are actually even respecting an ant. And I gave an example about this Mrigrari, who was actually killing the animals, and later, after Narad coming in association with Narada Muni, he was so transformed. He wasn't even the ants who were crawling, he was just with the chadar moving them away so that he can offer pranam to his spiritual master. So
Mm.
that is the mood of a devotee. These people who are worshippers are not devotee. That is very crystal clear. Why they do it? They can't understand. That's their mentality, because that's where the jnana is missing. And that's why Bhagavad Gita is important, that we don't get into those activity. Because religion and spirituality are two different things. A person can be still religion but not spiritual. A terrorist, he also follows religion. But is he spiritualist? No, because he blindly follows it. He thinks that it's a ritual to perform certain activity. But when you understand the spirit behind the ritual you perform, it becomes spiritual. So much chaos on the name of religion happens today. Why? Because they follow it as a ritual. And they create their own rituals. That's a different story altogether. And I did not say that it will counteract all the sins. And I did not say it will nullify it. Actually, holy name is so powerful. Even if you continue performing these offenses, you will still get the benefit, but not complete. For an example, when I am sick, when I have a fever, the doctor says you have to take morning one tablet, afternoon one tablet, and evening one tablet. Morning tablet. I don't take afternoon tablet and even tablet, evening tablet. So not that benefit will not there. The benefit will be there, but it will take long time to get healed. Similar way, when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, when we chant the holy, and we keep committing these offenses, the effect will be there. The purification will happen, but it will happen very slow.
No, Prabhu, when I said that they're those young girls, they are not for the, like sacrifice or anything.
Hmm.
They were for like all those girls were raped and killed after.
Sorry. So I didn't understand, Manji.
Those all these young girls were raped before and then killed after.
So Mataji, where is the religion here now?
So I don't get it. And then some people will say that, okay, so maybe the karma is with those girls. I'm like, I don't know.
Mataji, first and foremost thing, one point is very crystal clear. We don't apply karma on others, we apply karma on ourselves only.
Yeah.
When I'm going through difficulty, I say it is because of my karma. And when someone else is suffering, we never ever say that it is because of your karma you are suffering. That is very, very crude actually. That's like as good as killing someone or as good as he beating someone. So whenever something bad happens to us, we say it's because of my karma. But when someone goes through difficulty, we pray for them. That is humanity.
Yeah.
There is so much chaos because people blindly follow. And the question comes in is, when the one lady gets to know that this is happening to the other, why are you going again? Blind faith. How do we take care of that? With knowledge. One has to have a knowledge. And when we have a knowledge, we should distribute knowledge to others so that they can also take the path which we are getting. Because if we have become fortunate by someone else's mercy, we should also use that knowledge to pass on that transcendental knowledge to others. They can also get benefit out of it. And
Yes, Prabhu, I
unfortunately,
don't
all
know
this
this.
nonsense.
Like
Huh?
I'm from West Bengal, right? But I don't want to go and stay there because there over there is so much chaotic. Like if you go and like say Jai Shri Ram or Hare Krishna, they can probably at this moment is so bad they can arrest you or they can torture you, whatever they can do. Depends on the area you go to.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
don't know. Yeah.
Pakistan there.
Hmm.
So all this home minister, they're all for Islam, not for like not for Hinduism and everything. So it's just like you don't know, you don't want to say stuff.
It is chaotic almost everywhere, Mataji. So the question comes in is that what do I do right now? I want to get out and I don't want to come back in this life again.
I saw Prabhu. There is
Hmm.
Maharaji. I think is his name Indra Prabhu. Uh, is he's from ISKCON too. So a few weeks back, I think there is like Hindu Rashtra was trying to. There is a whole rally to it.
Hmm.
So there is like few of the bhaktas and all that. There is a huge moment. So I saw like all of those Maharaj ji came and then Prabhuji came and then they were like going with that just for
It-
the Hindu Rashtra in moment in India.
Interesting. Hmm.
That's like because nowadays days like everybody's saying like everybody has their own country. So if something happened to people like us, where they will go?
Hare Krishna. It's a painful situation, Mataji.
It's,
That's why.
it's like it's very, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to see a lot of stuff, but like algorithm wise, like you will gonna see one day or other in your Facebook or something or them in the news. But try to focus on whatever you follow. You just keep doing
Correct.
it.
Correct. There is so much chaos, Mataji. There is so much negativity. There is so much nonsense going around it. The more you read, the more you will become disturbed. The realization is that yes, we accept this is happening. We pray for them and we pray for ourselves also to get out of the material world and don't come back again.
Yes, Prabhu.
Otherwise it is going to be
And then people keep gonna ask so many like I have seen the debates going on like okay so how do you know you're not gonna come back, how do you know there is something. I'm like, well, you know what, you have to have
no
faith.
point.
So
They don't have a Mataji. That's what
yeah,
we read
so
this.
it's your faith and is my faith is different. So you do you and I'm doing myself. Like
Sir, you continue, I will continue. That's it. Such people, there is no point in talking, Mataji. There is no faith, no talk. You fold your hands, thank you, Hare Krishna, you leave from there.
yeah.
There's no point in talking to such people. The point is, we have a very limited time. We have no idea when that moment of death comes in front of us. We don't want to waste our time in any of this. Better we use every minute, every second in chanting the name of Krishna and then get out of here. We can pray for others for sure. I'm not saying we should become selfish, but sometimes prayer does more magic than speaking philosophy because it just doesn't get through their brain. So better you pray for them, get out from there.
Yeah, I try to stop explaining to
Yeah.
friends, like whoever, they always say, why did you leave non-veg, why did you do this? I'm like, you know what, it's just my belief, so let me be alone, and let's not talk about there, let's not
Yeah.
do anything.
You can tell them this is because I want to follow non-cruelty and I don't feel like killing
That's what
you.
I said. I'm like, this is my
That's it.
spiritual journey, and this is my path that I have chosen, and I feel better already, and I'm just gonna keep continue following this because
Perfect.
I'm doing it for my soul. It's not for anybody else's soul. So
Correct.
I'm just doing it for myself, for my health, for my mental health, for everything else.
And when they ask you next time, I thought I already told you. That's it. There is no point in repeating that
Yeah.
information if someone doesn't want to follow. And you can say, this is what I want to be compassionate towards other living entities as well. That's it. And then,
That's exactly what I say. But like people will be like, ye dekho isko, like type. I'm like,
yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
okay. Let them continue. Let
Worried.
them continue. I had a lot of friends who actually did similar thing. Are how can you do that? But that's it. They continue
And
their
they
life.
even encourage you. Even again, I'm like, it doesn't matter for me. And if I take a one decision, I never go back. So
Hmm, very nice.
if I have to take something, and no matter what, if no matter the whatever the path is hard or not,
Hmm.
I still have to follow one day at a time. But
Hmm.
I'm not gonna just because you say so, I'm not gonna fall off from my decision.
Which is good, Madhaji. Absolutely.
It's my whole family and my friends. I cannot leave my family alone. So what to talk about others? But that's okay. I mean, you know what? I said to my family, I'm like, you are coming to my home. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I am not cooking for you anything.
That is good.
It's very hard, Prabhu. I don't know what to say
No, that
because I
because
understand they cannot leave any. Like maybe they will do, like if they're coming for like a month or something, they will do it continuously for a few days, and after that they have to do whatever they have to do. I said, well, I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna do anything. Is kitchen is there? Whatever you wanted to do, you do it. I'm not doing anything.
Madhaji, like loving family member is there. For an example, a child is there, and child is asking that he wants to put the hand in a running fan, fast running fan. Now, what is our job? One may say, "Oh, my kid is requesting so much. He's crying. He wants to touch that phone. Will you agree?" No, you will not let him so because it's good for that the person whom I love, the child whom I love. It maybe sounds rude, but that's not good for my child. That's not good for my family. So
Right.
you're doing the same thing. It may apparently look rude, but it's good for them. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
I said to, I'm like, this is my home. This is my faith. I'm following this. So you have to also follow. If you're not following, you do whatever you have to do. I'm not cooking for you. I will be cooking for you very nice food, which I eat, and I will also give it to you. But if you don't want to eat that, you can cook yourself, and you can, or else I can provide you food from outside, or you
yeah,
can go out and eat food.
correct. You can say nicely and let them continue whatever you say. I cannot do that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
But
we.
then, I mean, I'm happy with it, to be honest. I'm really happy. If I have to go somewhere, I said, I'm just coming here to see you. I
Hmm.
spend time with you as a friend or family. But for me, food is not that important. I mean, I can have a boiled rice with a boiled potato with a little bit of ghee, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, very nice.
I don't have to, like, for gathering, because I live here all this time. It's been over 20 years, and I
Hmm.
haven't seen my friends. Family, yes, time to time. And
Hmm.
then if we have to go somewhere, I'm like, don't worry about my food. I would make my own.
Yeah, that is there, Mataji. That is we need to figure it out for sure.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
like sometimes it comes at, so it's very simple, but at the same time, it's like, when the time comes, it
Hmm.
feels chaotic.
That is the nature of this world, Mataji. You can please some people some of the time, but you cannot please all the people at all the time, and that's the reality. However, you do, and that we have to accept. We cannot keep everyone happy.
Yes, Prabhu. And not only that, in some friends they will say, "Oh, I also don't eat meat," and then they will post some picture on something. I will be like, "Well, if you don't eat meat, then mean don't eat meat." So, egg is also a part of something, and then there is also other part. The like fish, there is also part of something. It's like they have a fancy term for fish. There is some kind of, what was that diet name? I forgot. Anyway, so that's not pescatarian diet. I'm like, come on, is it has a life in it or no? And then they will argue like, okay, the vegetable also have life. Like,
No
but
point.
the argue will
We,
keep continue.
with whatever vegetables are there, to cut it short, there is no point in talking. But if we have to explain nicely, vegetable also have a life. That's correct. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, "Patram pushpam phalam toyam." Patram is the leaf. Pushpam is the flower. Patram pushpam phalam is the fruit. Toyam is the water. And Krishna says when we offer that with love and devotion, then Krishna accepts it. And why we have to do it for Krishna? Because जिसका जूठा खाते हैं वैसी इच्छा वैसी भावना रहती है. When you
Right.
kill someone, when you kill some animal, don't you think his mother, like a mother, any mother, you talk about, they have a children, can they see their children dying? So
Mm-hmm.
what would be the feeling of a mother when she see in front of her child, or when child who is being slaughtered, when they feel the separation from mother, how would they feel?
Yes, Prabhu. But one more thing about the dairy.
Mm.
Our Vaishnavas is okay with the dairy, right?
Yes,
But
milk is. Mm.
only thing is the milk is coming from animal is not that harmful.
Now let's talk a little deeper. That mother, there are three mothers, right? One is the bhumi,
Mm-hmm.
the earth. Second is the cow, and third one is the mother who gives the birth.
Yes.
So the cow gives milk as a mother to children. So she is giving as milk as we are children, and she is feeding as a mother. So it's okay. Now question.
Prabhu, this Goshala is in India and so many, like even in North America, they go through so much pain.
I'll come to
The
that. I'll come to
ba-
that.
bachra, like all these cubs, they are not even having association with their mother because of that mother is having the milk, and these all milk are uh, given it to this humans.
That is now that's very important part. So now there are multiple aspects to this milk. One is, but that's why it's recommended to have ahimsa milk. Ahimsa milk, what happens is, so first and foremost thing, there are many problems. First and foremost thing, the cows are not being fed grass. The cows are not actually going to the field and then running and then having the grass outside. They are tied. There are many documentaries on that on as well. And that is an unfortunate aspect, and that's why it is so difficult. Milk is supposed to rejuvenate health, but it doesn't do it anymore. Why? Because all these issues are there. Well, that's why you see people are so many people who are allergic to milk. Why? Because the cow is not giving milk out of love. It is by force through machines. And
Yes,
that's why
Prabhu.
similar consciousness comes in.
No,
See,
it's there is so many things. The stress comes with the milk. The
yeah,
hormones comes with the milk. They push the hormone to get more milk,
yeah,
and then on top of that, the curse from the mother, because
mm,
I am not feeding my child. You're taking the milk away. For
absolutely
that, all of it, and top of that medical reason, actually they said for a human they should not even have any other milk than their mom's milk, the mother's milk. So,
there. The question here is that can you find out when they talk about milk, have they ever say you should not eat non-veg? You don't see that.
mhm,
Why? Because it is commercial. They want to make money out of it.
yes,
So when one should not understand one biased way versus another. This is a huge topic to talk, and we can talk for hours and hours and hours.
yes,
Whom
Prabhu.
we should rely and whom shouldn't we rely? It's a very important topic.
We don't even know how it is done. We just have to blind felt. Okay, this is a good milk or this is a good dairy product and all. And in India, there is like few companies you have to go from this paneer. Other than that, the paneer is not actually a paneer.
Correct. But point Mataji comes down to Kali Yuga is progressing and we will
Yes.
have everything being polluted. What do I do? We can talk about millions of subjects. I'm not even saying one subject, millions of subjects. But there is no point in talking about it because that these are the symptoms of Kali Yuga.
I just saw one video, I think yesterday or today, I can't recall. Oh, they said they're in a some kind of like a not a deathbed. They're both sick, the husband and wife, and they're saying, "Why do I have to do bhakti? And if I am sitting down on a bed?" I'm like, what's so wrong with you to do bhakti, and why you comparison bhakti and you are being sick? It
You can,
doesn't matter you've been sick or not, but you
you
still continue bhakti.
Mataji, that's the point which I keep telling. If bhakti you have, don't think it's a small thing. If you are able to chant Krishna's name, don't think it's a small thing. You have done millions of piety, some devotional bhakti, because of which you can actually appreciate what you get. Not everyone can approve it. Even people who are on deathbed, they are dying, they cannot actually accept this mantra.
Yes, Prabhu.
So
I
it
just
requires a huge sum of piety and mercy to actually understand what Krishna is and to chant names of Krishna, what to talk about anything else.
It's a beautiful katha that this Indraish Upadhyayji said one time. Said is, if you have a bhakti, keep doing bhakti, but never beg for the sinful activity probably you did before. Don't ask Krishna to take away from that sin from your life. You just like, if you are in bhakti, you should not even bother. If that things comes, tell Krishna, just do what you have to do to give me a punishment for that whatever I did, but I don't want to stop your chant your name.
Ah, nice, because
It's,
bhakti is important, yes.
yeah, but so sometimes people will think like, like whatever I did, if I do chant this name or something, I will get out from here. And then that's why that Prabhuji actually was saying that when in a katha, like, don't try. When you're in a bhakti, you should not, this thing should not bother.
There are different
So
levels of
true.
bhakti, Mataji, yeah. One has to come to the platform of unmotivated bhakti. There is no motivation behind that. It's a very high platform to be on, but we should try, we should aspire for it. Apratihata. Ahetuki means the motivation. Apratihata means without any interruption. We should continue bhakti in whatever stage we are in and continue forward from there. But it is a nice discussion, Madhaji. Today, Naresh Prabhu, I didn't see him today. I don't know if he messaged, he couldn't join, but I think this was nice discussion. We will continue the ninth chapter. We already finished the eighth chapter. We'll continue ninth chapter next week. Next week, actually, we will not have a class because I am going to Florida for a Kirtan retreat, and then
Okay.
I'll come back on Tuesday morning. So we won't have classes. We won't have a class coming Monday.
No problem, Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining, Mataji. It was nice discussion.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.